Hey, how we doing? How we doing? All right. So if you're here, that means you saw the video of the bicep curls, different variations, and what they work, right? What each variation works. Now that you're here, you're on my next level, right? Now that you're here, you're at the next level. I'm gonna show you three mistakes, and this is and I'm piggybacking this off of the bicep curls, but really this is for any type of lift. All right, three mistakes that people make in the gym. So I'm gonna start off with an ego lift because I think this first mistake kind of causes the other two mistakes, if that makes sense. So the first one is the ego lift, right? Ego lift means we walk into the gym ego first, especially guys. Yeah, look, yes, especially guys. We see other guys who have been in the gym a little bit longer or a little bit bigger, lifting a lot of weight. And automatically, in our brain, it makes sense for us to go lift that same weight, right? That's the ego lift. So what happens is we get the ego lift and we grab weight that's too heavy. First, that can cause a lot of injuries. Second, it causes the next two mistakes that I'm gonna mention. And the first one of those next two mistakes is momentum, right? So we grab weights that are too heavy. So let's go through the basics. Your regular bicep curl, right? A standard bicep curl. We stand here, back straight, shoulders back. We have concentration, right? Concentration, we lift up, elbow stays next to the body, slow negative, right? We're able to control that. Now, ego lift, we grab weight too heavy, we can't control that. So what happens, we get the momentum going, and we have to build that momentum, right? We gotta get the hip swing into it, and the back goes back, the hips go forward. We got all this going, right? You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. Especially when you got the momentum and the elbow starts to slide forward. You just made that a front delt exercise instead of a bicep exercise. All right? So remember, we want to control everything. Centric and eccentric. We want to control everything, right? So we control up and then even slower on the negative. All right? Excuse me, all right? So that first one is that momentum. Stop the momentum. If you have to do that, grab a lighter weight. That weight's too heavy. All right? Take your ego out of that. Check your ego at the door. The second one is range of motion. So your range of motion, that's not a full curl. All right? Range of motion. You want to start at the bottom and you want to come all the way up to the top, right? Leaving the elbow right there by the body. We don't come up here. We leave the elbow right here by the body, all the way up and all the way back down. Again, weight's too heavy. We come here, and most of the time you'll see they can get it up here, but they don't go all the way down because they got to try to get it back up, right? And that's what causes that the non-range of motion. All right. So, three mistakes: check your ego at the door, no ego lifts, which will not lead to the next two mistakes: not a full range of motion, and no momentum swings. Right? You do momentum, you're not working that muscle. It's just all you're working about 5 different muscles on a bicep curl. Take it out of there. All right. Thank you for joining. I got much more. Stay tuned. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. I'm all over the place. Later.